This is the reply I received from my member of the European Parliament. Thank you for your recent email in which you express your concerns about the UK government's bedroom tax, which will see social tenants with spare bedrooms penalised with a reduction in their housing benefit. You may have seen in today's Courier that the local SNP politicians launched a petition against this unfair tax. You can go online and complete our petition survey. The UK government's decision to implement the bedroom tax from April this year will affect the most vulnerable in society and penalise many households through no fault of their own. Those households deemed by the UK government to have one extra bedroom will have their housing benefit cut by 14%, and those with two or more extra bedrooms will incur a 25% cut. Dundee City Council estimates that nearly 3,400 households in the city will be affected, with the total cost for council tenants alone amounting to 1.3 million. 583 of these households will be hit by the larger cut of 25%, which will amount to an annual cost of £1,044 per year. Although the European Parliament does not have any direct responsibility over welfare rights, I fully support the actions being taken by my colleagues in the SNP government in Edinburgh and by Dundee City Council. I've summarised below some of the things the Scottish Government and the Council are doing to help. First of all, the Scottish Government has announced measures that will help to limit the impact of the UK Government's damaging welfare reforms. For example, its social fund will be topped up with £9 million of funds, bringing it to a total of £33 million. The additional funds will enable the Scottish Government to help an extra 100,000 people through crisis payments to their households who have fallen upon hard times and cannot afford to heat their homes or feed their children. Here in Dundee, the SNP Council is gearing up its Welfare Rights Service to cope with the expected increase in Dundonians seeking help with their benefits as a result of the UK Government's welfare reforms. The Council has been writing out to tenants who will be affected and visiting them to explain what the bedroom tax will mean to them, thus ensuring that they are aware of the help that is available. Extra funding has been allocated for discretionary housing payments, which will help those who are struggling to pay their rent because of the reforms. The Council is doing all it can to make it easier for the tenants who wish to move to smaller properties to do so through changes in its allocations policy. Scotland's welfare system is still controlled by London from the Westminster government. When the bedroom tax part of the welfare reform bill was debated in the House of Commons last year, 316 MPs voted in favour of it and 263 voted against it, with the Scottish MPs overwhelmingly voting against the bedroom tax. However, the changes are coming in thanks for the votes of the MPs from England and Wales. It will likely come as no surprise to you that as an SNP MEP, I would prefer for decisions on the most important issues like the welfare of the Scottish people to be made by Scotland's representatives in the Scottish Parliament rather than Tory MPs representing England and Wales. Next year, in the 2014 referendum on independence, the people of Scotland will have the opportunity to choose a different path from Westminster's relentless cuts agenda and its attacks on the most vulnerable in society. With independence, we will no longer have to put up with the Tory cuts being forced upon Scotland against our will. The alternative to independence is a future shaped by a Westminster system that is clearly out of touch with Scotland and the values we hold dear. I hope that this response helps to assure you that I thoroughly object to the Tory-led UK government's detrimental welfare reforms and will continue to campaign against them at every opportunity. Thanks once again for getting in touch with me, and do let me know if I can be of further assistance to you.